All right, guys, let's go ahead and get going here. We're going to learn some new techniques today. We're going to build an app, and the main focus of this app is be able to navigate from one view controller to the next. So basically, we're going to build an app that's got more than one screen on it. So up to this point, we've just done one view. So we're gonna build up on that and get a little more involved. So before we get started with our project, if you could do me a favor, go online and search for two images. I need one image that's going to be kind of representative of the future. So any picture you feel that's going to represent the future, find that. And then find a picture that represents the past. Have those ready to go here because we'll use those. So once we have those pictures, let's hop on to Xcode, open up a new project. We'll have a single view app. We're going to call it Time Traveler. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that, again, wherever you'd like to save that. All right, I'm going to replace an already existing one I have, and I'll start from scratch with you guys, and then we are ready to go in our app here. So before we do anything, let's go to our assets folder and let's just move our pictures for the future and the past. And I would recommend changing the name to future and past, just will be easier to call those later. And if you just hit enter, you can type over and change those to past and future. Just easy to remember them, and I'd recommend doing that. So let's go to our storyboard. We're going to see what we normally see here, and that is our view controller. All right, we've got that ready to go. All right, so now what we're going to do though is we're going to put this into a navigation controller. So basically, navigation controller is something that Xcode provides that just gives you some navigation features here. All right, so to do that, we're going to go to Editor. We're going to go to Embed In. And we're going to choose Navigation Controller. So when you do that, you'll notice that we get this little navigation controller, and it puts our view controller. We get a menu bar or a title bar up top here. So this navigation controller here, we don't do anything on this one. This is basically saying that the view controller is now inside a navigation controller. We're still working on this one. Okay. So once we've done that, we're going to give our app a nice title across the top, so we can just zoom back in here. We can double click up top here, and we'll just call this Time Travel App. All right, we could do it here. We could also do it over here in the Attributes Inspector. So we got Time Travel App here. So let's go ahead and drag a label. Let's just get our interface set up here. So we're going to get a label. Let's go ahead and just stretch that across the length of the view controller using our blue guidelines. Let's change the text of this label to are you ready to time travel? And throw a question mark on that. We'll go ahead and center that up within there. Okay. Then let's go ahead and below that, let's put a button. We're going to put two buttons here. So the first button we'll bring out. We're going to center that up in the view controller, and we'll just change this one to past. Make that a little bigger. Yeah, I'll make that a little bigger. Just stands out a little more. We go ahead and copy this one and paste it out there, and just going to drag it below and change this one to future. Okay. So now before we do anything, let's get our app kind of synced up with some auto layout here. All right, so I'm going to start first with my label. I'm going to come down below here to the align option. I'm going to horizontally center this in there. Then I'll add one constraint for that. I'm going to go, then I need to fix the, pin it, so I'm going to go to width and height and fix that, and then I'm going to set the top constraint, just hit the I-beam there and click add to three constraints. I'm going to go to my pass button. All right, I'm going to horizontally center that. I'm going to then go to my pin icon, and then I'm going to choose the I-beam up top. I'm going to go width, I'm going to go height. I'm going to add those three constraints, and then I'm going to go to future and do the same thing. I'm going to horizontally center it, hit add one constraint. Go to my pin menu, fix the width and the heights, and then I'm going to add that constraint. So now we've got some issues here. So why don't we go to our resolve menu here, and we're just going to go to all views in the view controller, update constant constraints. All right, we got one more. I think I missed a constraint here, so let's just go to our outline view. All right, yeah, I missed the Y one there. So so if we just choose the button here, we can add that missing constraint. All is good now. So now a couple things I want to show you, layouts you can preview. If you come to the bottom of our screen here where it says view as iPhone 7 and click on that, you can check your app out in different sizes without running it in the simulator. So kind of nice feature. So you can go through the iPhone 4, iPhone SE, so iPhone 7. You could change the orientation on that. It's a good way to check and see how your layout's doing, and it's nice too because you don't need to go through and run the app. So just a little feature. Check that out because everything should be relatively centered in our screen, in our app here. And then if you're having any problems with that, again, ask for help here if you're not able to fix it by using either the resolve features here or going to the outline view and looking for the icon either red or yellow up top here to fix that. All right, so that's kind of our first step here. So I'm going to break this app into small parts here. So I'm going to stop this first screencast now. If you're done with this one, you can move on to the next video. If not, obviously just kind of go back and find out any of those problem areas. But good start with our first app here, and we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, thanks guys.